Yeah. Ustedes saben que lo que we back. Cuatro golpes.
Que lo que,
Talk
mi
show, you already
gente.
know.
Once again, man, we back in the air. Had to jump on a little quicker than we expected, you know what I'm saying? So we doubling up this week just for sake of
Sí, no, it's a lot of
sake
things.
of a raw visitor that we have right now too, our boy Dwight, you know what I'm saying? And
No, es lo que está pasando with Maduro.
Dog. This the crib, dog.
no, I mean, because you're about to leave, you know what I'm saying? So it's
No,
like,
not
yeah.
even that. Visiting because he haven't been in the podcast. He's back on the podcast, you feel me?
I feel you.
But yeah, vamos a hablar un poquito de lo de que pasó en Venezuela. Oh, que the country's happy, you feel me? I believe for what I see on the media, you know.
There's a lot going on with that, man. There are double standards to that.
There's a lot going on with it.
But before anything, my brother Avalanche, hold up, man. We gotta let people know where we at. You know what I mean?
Yeah, we teleported today to Stephanie.
We got the shop. We at Stephanie Vegan Bakery in Fort Lauderdale. We here. We live.
Yeah.
We had to bring the podcast para acá, mi gente. Estamos aquí en Stephanie Vegan Bakery.
Yeah.
But yeah, vamos
Los
con-
veganos, que lo que.
You know, so like we were saying about the
So transitioning to the news of this week, the big news was the Maduro.
Maduro, man.
I tell you what,
I see
you know that
videos.
everything on hindsight looks,
Right.
you know the same, right? So I think that now looking at everything that was happening, the United States goes meet with DR. You guys know that like a couple weeks ago, they were in DR meeting with the president.
Yeah, they were.
And they were in Puerto Rico.
They didn't know. If y'all niggas don't jump in, we gonna eso fue lo que yo escuché también. They was over there.
This was supposed to happen in a week, not when it happened.
So yeah,
The thing is that supposedly Trump got mad because Maduro was celebrating and dancing. And he's like, oh, you think I can touch you? I can touch you whenever I want. And that's why he sent the troops.
He said,
But the strategic move was to set up all the boats around Venezuela. He did cancel airspace in Puerto Rico, so nobody can get out of Puerto Rico.
Correct.
DR, they already had a couple B-2 bombers parked in DR. They were just in case anticipating Russia and China trying some crazy shit. So they were going in there, doing what they had to do, and like looking outside, like, what's up?
yeah, and
That's crazy.
And for what I heard too, that he said, he was like, oh, they asked him, oh, so just you what happened if it wouldn't, you know, that would have not went through? Nah, we had another line. We didn't even send the other line in yet. We still, man, we had back.
Right. I mean, they
Like,
stated,
they had it from the
they
jump.
stated that it was gonna happen a week from when it happened.
Yeah, like it
but in
was-
reality, it was not gonna happen a week from when it happened because
Yeah.
now you giving your hand. You know what I'm saying? You showing your bluff. So you got to get in there ahead of time. You know what I'm saying? You can't get in there when you're telling them you're going in there.
No. But I'm not saying they said that. What I'm saying is, what they said now that the plan was to go a week after, but nobody knew that was going to happen. He just changed his mind and say because they were ready to go.
Eso fue.
He just changed his mind last minute. He said, you know what? I want him today.
Eso fue, yeah. Tú no vas a estar celebrando, dancing, be like, don't stop, get it. Yeah, go get him. You feel me?
But
So-
do you really believe that we went over there because of the shit he was doing with drugs, or you think it's something bigger than that?
It's bigger than that.
It was both.
bro.
I think it was
bigger
both.
than- nah,
the
it's
drugs and the oil.
It's bigger than that. It's all about oil.
Well,
It's all about oil.
That's all it is.
Services,
I mean, that
oil
too.
is little money. It's so much other.
That
The oil is little money?
I'm telling you.
Nah.
They got like 22 billion in reserve and gold in a safe.
Yes, but that's gold. But they have 17. Let me
They're the
finish.
most. They're the most.
They're the most.
The most oil. Most.
17% of the world's oil is from there.
Yeah, they got the most.
They got the most.
And there
so
was-
it's big money.
Yeah, they were saying that.
Plus the gold. She.
They were saying that here in the
I didn't know
States,
that.
right? Like those people that navigate through, they deal with all that oil, funded his campaign so big that now where my money at? You know what I'm saying? So it's like now we did that.
Oh,
so what's in it for us? So of course you got to go in there and shut it down. You know what I'm saying? You got
So
what is
they-
it? Chevron and Exxon
And
if I'm not
and
mistaken.
Valero.
And
Valero
those
is
people,
theirs.
It's theirs and it's over there.
But what people don't know is that the reason they have all that oil, but they don't have the money to get it out to put machinery in it.
Por
all
estar
that
de
shit.
tacaño.
No, porque no hay cuarto para poner máquinas así. Esa máquina cuestan cuarto. Entonces
Shit, if you got
ahora...
all the oil, I would have been doing something. Front me some bread, nigga, para que tú sabes, para meter esta máquina, para sacarte.
No, porque todo eso es contract. Pero ellos no se pueden meter ahí sin tener una gente. Okay, so let's look at the big picture. Como él dice, you think it's not oil. I'll tell you why it's oil. You take Maduro out. It looks exactly like Iraq. Iraq was the weapons of mass destruction. That was
That's the excuse.
that's the excuse.
That was the excuse.
Now this is he's a narco, which is
Right.
bullshit. Colombia sends more coke than anybody else over here.
That's it.
Why you didn't go to Colombia?
There's nothing there for you.
The nigga from Colombia is telling the U.S. right now, come get me. You can't touch me. We're going to go out there. There's nothing out there.
There's nothing for us out there.
Nothing out there. But Venezuela, the problem with Venezuela is this. This nigga's not the president. He's not even Venezuelan. He's from Colombia. You know that?
Maduro.
Maduro's not even Venezuelan.
Dang.
And he's running a country that is not even his. Then you did an election. A woman won.
Yeah.
By popular votes, by everything, and he didn't want to leave power. So now United States goes in there and say, you're out. What is their job? If you're doing it for the narco, is give power to who won, who the people wanted to govern. You're not doing that. He clearly said, we're going to run Venezuela until we have a peaceful transition and we can find a government
And
for
they're
it.
never gonna be a peaceful transition.
Never.
They went over there for money to take money.
That's it.
And what happened in the last couple of weeks is gonna change everything we do in this world. Everything.
Yeah.
We can just now go into countries and say, you got something, I'm gonna just take it.
Right. That's the problem with that.
So now
That's the problem.
Now
And they already called out Cuba and Greenland in the last week. He already said, I'm going to Cuba and I'm going to Greenland to get their riches.
but Cuba don't have shit.
You sure about that?
I don't think so.
I mean, it's still to be determined. Let's see, because he stated today that
I know Greenland.
Venezuela,
Greenland's rich. And
Venezuela is the one feeding Cuba, quote unquote.
Yeah,
So
that's what I think.
So he figures we knock Venezuela. You know what I'm saying? We lopside them, so now Cuba gonna get lopsided even more.
Yeah.
That's the mindset behind that. But let's see. Let's see what happens.
So what happened at home? What happens at home now with that move? Because now we're looking at Venezuela. What's happening over there? Where's the benefit for us?
There ain't
for
no
the
benefit.
for the American. You don't think there's no benefit?
A lot of Venezuelan people go back home.
No,
We're
but
gonna have
that's
to wait a couple of months and see what happened at the gas station.
That's what I'm saying. Like, do we see it?
Oh, that too.
Do you see what I'm saying? Do we
Yeah.
see a lower gas price
Right,
because we
but-
took over that?
But do we really gonna see that much of a benefit for us, for the citizen, if they drop the gas $1?
You drop it to $1, nigga. Like
Because
back in the day.
believe you me, they dropped $1. They gotta have somebody over there protecting that.
So, but
you're
you-
gonna have soldiers over there. You're gonna have a mess outside of here.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
ain't gonna be like, okay, we're not sending nobody. And
Yeah,
it's
but them
okay.
niggas ain't rebels though. Not
Bro,
like
they-
Iraq.
they-
Them
yeah,
but you
niggas
still-
in
but you
Iraq,
still-
they're shooting you
Yeah,
while
but
you walk up.
you still gotta maintain those boys over
It
there.
don't matter. They'll do
absolutely,
that.
but it's not the same cost. You see what I'm
mean,
saying?
right, no,
for
It's not
sure,
the
for
same
sure,
cost, so
sure.
it's gonna be a less cost than going to Iraq. I
They
mean,
happy. They happy. Venezuelans should be. They happy.
they're happy.
that-
Some people are happy, some people are not.
Man, you know who was not happy? The one that was eating with the president. The same thing with Cubans.
No,
The
there's,
one that-
there's a lot of dumb motherfuckers
Yeah,
that they
that's what I'm saying.
still.
Only the dummy. And it's only a small population
No,
compared
man,
to the whole country.
there's a lot of them. There's a
No,
lot of them
he
that
has.
wasn't eating. There's a lot of them that wasn't eating directly with him that still believed it. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot of those people out there, man. There's a lot
Yeah,
of
he has a good. He got.
No, no.
She won. The lady won, but she didn't won like by 60 to 40. She won like 55 to 50,000 different. Like half of the population of Venezuela wants that nigga up there.
Yeah.
It's
They're
real.
already brainwashed.
The thing is, they're
That's what
brainwashed.
They're brainwashed. That's it.
So for you to have a dictator in your country, you have to have at least half of the population supporting you. That shit
a
don't
bare
happen if
minimum.
it's 70-30.
You're right.
I mean, that's my belief.
Yeah, 'cause when they killed Trujillo, I don't think it was. It had to be like 70-30. Or,
No, Trujillo, you know why they
80-20.
killed Trujillo, though? Trujillo got stupid with the hermanas Mirabal, and them niggas got fed up. He killed all three. And there was a little group, and his
In his corner.
got mad at that. And he was the one that orchestrated that shit. He's like, yo, this nigga's out of hand. And he put it together. He was the one that told him where he was going to go by, what street he was going to take,
Yeah, I
and everything else. It was from the inside.
I seen the documentary and all that.
That shit was crazy.
Them niggas had balls. Salute to them niggas.
That nigga didn't care. You heard that story that what he did to Hitler?
Who?
Trujillo?
No, I'm talking about, yeah, but the nigga that killed Trujillo, they had balls. Because
Oh,
Trujillo
yeah.
took, for what I heard, so-called he took land from my grandma, from my dad's side.
He took everybody's
Like my
shit.
grandma, yeah, from my grandma.
Yeah, if you was old enough to be around that time, he took it.
Nigga, he...
Bro, I was old enough to I was old enough to see Trujillo picture in my house, nigga. You have that nigga picture hanging.
Yeah,
Said,
there's
"Who
a
the
lot
fuck
of
is
people.
this?"
There's a lot of people
Oh,
that were
such and
like...
such, the president. The fuck? Like early, like
But there was a lot of people good. My grandma told me Balaguer was his disciple.
yeah, but before Balaguer jumped in.
Yeah, but what I'm trying to say, Balaguer gave a lot of people
But it's so
money,
crazy,
give
man.
houses and shit like that.
Yeah.
But Trujillo was the same way. He used to give shit.
Balaguer did the realest thing.
Yeah.
To me, he threw money like you see on TV, nigga, from a chopper. They threw money from a chopper, nigga, a whole bunch of dollars, nigga,
To
just
give people money.
raining,
Yeah,
nigga, in the campo, nigga, like San Cristóbal.
Yeah, but you can give back money all day when you're stealing it.
Right.
I mean, of course, all them niggas do that.
Right, but my
Right.
All day when you stealing that shit.
He said he got it. He got that one.
my dude haven't given them people nothing, and everybody's in love with them.
Man.
That's crazy. But
But that's a real thing.
And he's
But it's the
taking.
same thing. If you go to Cuba, and I've been to Cuba,
That was
right?
like it was good though.
And the Cubans that are still in Cuba, they love what they got because they get everything for free. The ones that came over here, you got some good ones, you got some bad ones. You got some ones that go to work and they do their job every day. Then you got some ones that talk shit. But the ones that still live there, that support everything that's going on, they love it because they ain't got to do a fucking thing.
right.
Yeah, 100%. They're happy with the little bit of money they get, the little food. They don't have to pay anything.
Some, not all of them, but yeah, I feel what you. 'Cause I see what people.
A lot
yeah.
of them, man. A lot of them. Again, you get brainwashed. That's
But that's-
And there's a
what
lot of
it
people.
is. They
Yo,
brainwashing,
you'd
they
be
scared.
surprised how many people want to be free,
Bro,
and
the
how
whole-
many people don't give a fuck or be a
Bro, 'cause they
slave.
brainwashed, bro. Everybody want to be free over there. Fuck that.
Nah, not everybody. People like that shit. People like comodidades, manito.
Yo te entiendo, pero because they haven't seen nothing better than that.
But
You
they
feel me?
have. They have.
That could be. That
But
could
when
be,
you be free, you be like, I can have this Jesus.
But then what you got to do to get that?
What you got to do, and most people ain't willing to do what you got to do.
Yeah.
I mean,
Niggas
there's-
don't want to work here in the kitchen
No,
and throw
no.
down 12 hours fregando, nigga, for...
Well, I'm gonna work 12 hours. You gonna give me something for free? That's why the food stamps and
All that shit.
this free housing and all. That. Why
To
the fuck
me-
am I go to work? You
I'll
giving it
watch
to me for
it.
free?
Not even Section 8.
I'll watch
Nigga,
it.
Section 8 is the biggest shit ever, nigga.
Why am I go to work? I get that shit for free.
They
If I
only-
go to
yeah.
work and we brought up systematically to say, don't go get a job because you're gonna fuck up your benefits.
100%.
right.
So why you gonna do it?
Yo, I used to date a girl back in the days that, before you, baby.
Make that shit clear, dog.
You know what I mean?
Why you in the building now?
Before you,
Yeah,
baby.
we are at the bakery.
We are at the bakery.
Estamos aquí, la dueña está aquí.
I
Stephanie,
still own
sí, ya tú
50%.
sabes. Sí,
Anyway.
Está aquí la dueña.
Bro, and La Doña, she had Section 8, her mom, and she used to be like, no. I don't want to work. I only can work 10 hours because if I work more than this or I do this,
You gonna
I
fuck
lose
the
my
benefits.
shit.
Right.
I lose my Section
Benefits,
8.
right.
But the thing is that they were trapped.
Yeah.
They couldn't get certain things. They couldn't do certain things because they can't show that they're making money. Or
But some people comfortable with that. They like that.
no,
lifestyle.
they are because they are afraid of that daily that you have to go out there and hustle, work to maintain yourself.
Yeah.
For them, it's like, oh, I wake up at 10. I could go walk. I could chill. I could do this. Okay, I'm not going to have a luxury car, but I don't have to worry about paying my rent and buying food.
And most of them drive better. Don't even say they don't have luxury cars. They drive better cars.
Yeah,
than we
but
do.
but some of them don't have it under their name and
same
shit like that. Like because you cannot have anything. They run your shit.
But listen, I go to the store all the time. I'm in BJ's shopping, and
Yeah, I see bitches in.
I'm thinking about what I'm gonna buy. I'm trying to budget everything I
Yeah.
get, and a motherfucker pull up to me with 2 carts full of food. And they
Nice
came
with that
food
nice
stamps.
food stamp card.
Pulling up
Nigga, I
with food
seen
stamps.
them.
Like, what the fuck is going on, dog?
Yeah.
I
Nigga.
make good money.
When I was working in Aventura, I was go to Publix right there to go eat lunch every day.
You see them niggas from Full Ass.
Bruh, I seen this. I seen this lady, bro. Like, you know, lady caught my attention, beautiful, whatever. But I see her, you know, see her buying her all these damn grocery. Nigga, she go when she paid, cause she was paying in front of me. When she paid with a food stamp card. Like, damn, the heck, got a food stamp card here in Aventura? When cause mind you, went to go buy lunch. I'm fast, boo 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 boo. By the time I go outside to the parking lot, she getting in a brand new Range Rover.
Yeah.
Living in Aventura, paying with food stamp.
And guess what?
And the
My
nigga in the
my
hood can't
tax
even
dollars
get food
paying for
stamps.
that shit.
Yeah. Yours and mine and all of us.
It's a system. It's a system, though, man. You know, some people get around, they get away with it. You know what I'm saying? They find that fine line between love and hate, and they figure it out.
I don't hate them, though.
They
I mean,
do make
it's
it difficult on you, though.
David.
You know, they want you to stay. They want you to stay down. They want you to stay low. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
it all
yeah.
depends if you're able to maneuver and get out of that. You know.
But
So
exactly. But you look at it in a way that you're like, look at these motherfuckers doing that shit. They're comfortable. But the government wants that. They want people
Right.
on that.
I know. For sake of conversation, I know a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? There were a couple. You know, him and his girl, whatever. They had their little Section 8. You know what I'm saying? They got around here and there with their food stamp.
Yeah.
But they was able to get out of that system and go do their thing. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah.
it's also looking at the bigger picture. The way that I was, you know, talking to them and stuff, it's like they had it all. You know, it was all set up. It was all
No, and
planned.
And that's good. If
That's good.
You
help
benefit
get on
from
your
them,
feet,
get
And
and
that's
boom,
it.
get
There's
on.
some
But they'll
people
stay
that's
forever.
on lifetime
Yeah,
benefit.
yeah,
on life
yeah.
support
Never
with that
gonna-
thing. Yeah, they
on
never
life
let it go.
support.
No. There's
They
You
never
turn
let it
that
go.
shit off, bro, they gonna die tonight.
Yeah, you ain't lying.
100%. You're lying.
But no, what I was gonna say, going back to the Maduro situation. So, you know what I mean? What you guys think? You know, that was good for Venezuela, right?
I think so.
You feel me? I mean, I think it was, and everybody happy in the ride. It was crazy down here yesterday.
I mean,
Yes, sir.
we're going to see if it's good or not if those people start packing up and going back home.
That
If you start
Yeah.
here from the route, start clearing up the route, and you say, you know, I'm going to go. Because Venezuela ain't had no reason. Venezuelans ain't had no reason coming out of their country.
They were rich.
man.
They were
Those
rich.
people
Some
had it all
people-
over there. They ain't had no business.
People that
they
have land, cars,
They
all that
started
shit.
getting
a
out.
lot of business.
Yeah, they started getting out. You see where they live at over here. You know what I'm saying? You think they just made it over here?
Yeah,
But
yeah.
they came and they locked down the route. They got the nice cars. They got the nice cribs. You know what I'm saying? So they got bread. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
if once we start seeing them go back home, then we could say, okay, they
Pero
did
todo se va a estar malo también para Santo Domingo. Se van a ir muchas venezolanas a Santo Domingo. Dominican be crazy. Oh, Lord.
Nah, they ain't going. They're leaving.
That's fine.
I don't think they're gonna go back
Nah,
like that.
I doubt it too because from what I seen too on social media, like they love DR. Like,
And not only that, not
Shout out
only
to
DR, but think about it.
Argentina
Majority of the
going
people
away
that came
now.
here sold everything.
yeah.
A lot
But
of
if
people
they feel
sold
like-
all their
but-
shit to
But they
get
feel
tickets
like,
to.
but they feel like if they can go back. The only time I think that they're gonna be start being when they'll be ship going in to bring in more products and bull crap over there. They'll be like, oh yeah, I'm gone. I'm
mean,
gonna sell over here.
You could run into
You
your
could buy a
average
big
person
line and dip.
from any country, anywhere in the world that's lived here for any amount of time. They're not going back because the stuff you can get away with here, you can't do in no other country. You
DR
can't
niggas.
you can't go to goddamn Venezuela and say, "Oh, I'm a black man," and you get all type of loans to open up a business and to do this and to thrive. You're not doing that nowhere else in the world but here.
yeah.
But you know, I'm a proud American. What we did, we went to a country that we knew we could overpower, and we're gonna eventually take their natural resources, right?
Yeah.
But we don't do that shit to countries that we know we can't fuck with. Russia's doing way more bad shit. China's doing shit. North Korea's doing
Yeah,
shit.
they
We
ain't-
won't go over there and fuck with them.
Yeah, they ain't going.
North Korea, Kim Jong-un, he's a fucking war criminal. We won't go over there and fuck with him.
He was shaking his hands like of the term.
We won't go over there and fuck with them.
Yeah.
You know why? Because we know it's repercussions. We're bullies, and that's not fair.
That's not right. Right.
It's not right.
Right. I fucks with that. I fucks with that because that's exactly what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? You're gonna go over there and then just manhandle those people. You know, although Buddy was wrong, Buddy is corrupt. We're not gonna say that he was a good person by any means.
I never said
But
that.
that's what I'm saying. No, we're not gonna say that. But the fact that the way that we did it, and the United States always done that. The United States always been bullies, man. They always go out there and pick at the, at the
When I seen it
little
back
people.
in history, yeah.
The little people.
Just think about it. Just think about where you from. How would you feel if the United States came over tomorrow and they invaded Dominican Republic and they took over whatever resources that's there and they took over the country, they took over
Messed up.
control of
And
the
they
government.
kind of doing that
It'd be
now,
fucked up
just
right
on
now.
the low key.
It'd be fucked up.
Yeah. It is. That's
Kind
a
of
fact.
doing it, but on the low key right now.
Yeah. It's true what you guys saying. Everybody else is doing bad shit. Like,
Yeah.
I mean, look what fucking
We know who to
Israel
pick
is
on.
doing on.
We know who to
on
pick on.
The
Right.
Palestine.
Yeah.
That's another subject
The
for another
U.S.
day.
know who to pick on. And that
You
is
think they
another
gonna go to Russia and do that shit? Hell no. There'll be a fucking nuclear war.
In a heartbeat.
Tomorrow, this
Yeah.
whole shit, there'll be fucking soldiers on the street tomorrow. We go over there and fuck with them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
bombing the shit. And then the worst part because what I seen, they bombed. You ain't seen the video? They did bomb. They started like around 1 something almost.
Yeah,
they
they
started
bombed
like
that
around
shit.
1 into something in the morning. All them chopper people going crazy, posting shit on social media. Post video. Yo, y'all hear them choppers? Y'all hear them playing? It's
Yeah,
crazy.
it was
What's going on in the
outside,
sky?
man.
It was
The-
dark.
the only reason
by
I
2
could
o'clock it
think-
started bombing. Bam, 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 bam.
With some of the statements that Trump made after this whole thing is that they're gonna take over Cuba. Why? Because Cuba and Russia have ties. Maybe they plan on making a move over there, and they don't want Cuba so close to the United States
Yeah.
to be able to
yeah.
fuck with us. So
Yeah.
they gotta go
Yeah.
over there and take over that too.
Yeah.
Do they make it a
That makes
commonwealth?
sense to me.
I don't know what they do, but I just know
They'll free Cuba. A lot of Cuban going back.
Trump is
If they
so
make it a
unstable,
Commonwealth,
you
yeah.
don't know what the fuck he's
Se va
gonna do.
mucho
Right,
para
they-
el
You
campo.
don't know what
telling
he's gonna do.
Comprar para esos campos, nigga, land and start building. Well, I'll be
but
one of them, nigga. I'm
look,
down.
Look, the one thing I could tell you is we got to start paying attention to what he say. Start taking him serious.
Yeah, because he mean business.
Porque
Yeah, 'cause-
he is making moves.
He's not. He's not your political.
He's definitely
He's not
politician.
politician. So you're dealing with somebody that it's not going to negotiate absolutely anything in a way that it looks good on the naked eye, because he's not a politician, right? So he's just, I'm gonna do this, man. Take that boy for real. You know what I'm saying? At this point, we got to take him serious. 'Cause-
You're dealing with a woman in a man's body, honestly.
oh yeah. He-
no.
That motherfucker unstable, boy.
That nigga, he is unstable. He is unstable. He is. But
It's true what you're saying. We got to take him
We gotta
serious
take him
because
serious,
you don't
man.
know. You don't know. Like, that boy went over there and took that man like it was nothing.
No, he might say some wild, crazy stuff. And then
No.
we got military right outside running and like.
no,
I almost seen that almost with the first round
Cali?
he came around.
He tried to do that shit with the National Guard and
He started doing the
fucking
wild.
Chicago.
He was talking about even the purse.
I mean,
Going there
I
one day
believe-
for the purse.
Ohio, whatever.
I believe we do got the strongest military, if not the strongest, one of the strongest.
Yeah.
So, but that doesn't. We still cannot go blindly out here and not think that anybody out of the country could come and flip on us too. You know what I'm saying? Like they could even try to make an attempt.
No.
And
Listen.
We can't.
You
They'll
can't-
think about it.
No, you cannot. Listen, it's like you going into a fight. You can't go into a fight thinking you're gonna, because you're the bigger man, you're gonna win. How many bigger men fall to little men?
Right,
All the
right.
time. Listen, China, we don't know what China has, and they got money, and the reason they got a lot of money, so they're gonna invest, and they're smart as fuck. So they're not gonna just show you what they got if we go to war. If we don't go to war, they're just gonna be like, when you're ready, we're ready. The problem is that we know what we got because we show it off. We always showing shit off. Have you ever seen a fucking Chinese boat? Or
I saw that parade they did though.
Yeah,
parade,
that shit be
they
serious,
showed
I
out.
mean,
They showed out. In that
They showed
parade.
out,
Yeah, they
but-
showed out. And I know that's not
so
even a
many
quarter of what they got.
and North Korea is
not even a
that old motherfucker is in another, you know. So you got to be careful with that nigga. Russia, we always fuck up. You know, every time we fight, we fuck up Russia. But I don't think Russia's a threat. I think China's a threat because we own the money. But what happened with Taiwan? That's the other shit with Taiwan. Taiwan is the place that makes the chip. We own Taiwan. And China wants Taiwan. That's why everything is moving. It's because of Taiwan. So that's taking Maduro is it's a power move. It's a chess move. Now we gotta wait what China and Russia are gonna do. Because if it would
Hopefully
have been
nothing.
us, it would have been them.
Hopefully not. We don't want no war.
I don't know.
Listen, if you say you don't want no war, but if you could think back, as long as you've been alive, we've been at war
All the time.
Yeah.
whole life. You older than me, and we've been at war our whole
you're
life.
right. You're right.
Uh,
Your whole life. It ain't never been a time that
Since
the
it's-
U.S. ain't been at war.
Since
Right.
middle school, going to
There's
since
always been
elementary,
war.
going to middle
Yeah.
school, they already want to recruit you.
Since the beginning of time, there's
They
always
want to
been war.
recruit a nigga already from middle school going to high school. Hey, what's up? You could become, you know what I mean? For what?
I'm not trying to fight for nobody.
Yeah, even if
been
ain't
fighting,
no
though.
ain't no
I'm fighting for
live,
my life out here in these streets. What the fuck you talking
right.
about going to war?
even if there's no weapons being used, but it's been a war here ever.
Always, when I
every
see
day.
that it's really nothing to do, they'll find something to do. You feel me?
Yeah.
Because there was no war like in the early 80s, nothing, early to the 90s. I know some other crap. It was a lot of drug wars in the 90s, 80s, 90s. After that, it was nothing late 90s, 2000.
But the biggest war,
We seen what happened in New York
yeah.
to go mess with these guys over there.
But the
He did
biggest,
it.
the biggest war of all was COVID. If you don't think that wasn't a war,
Yeah, that.
you're blind.
They tried.
They try to
Because
catch
they
a nigga
released
slipping.
that and see what the fuck that shit was gonna do,
Yeah.
and it did what it had to do. So now they know they could do that again
And worse.
and kill people like it's nothing, and they don't have to send nobody to do nothing. You're gonna die by yourself.
shut down the whole United States. They shut
And,
us
they,
down.
and it was
I
a
didn't think
test.
about that.
Remember,
Hey, they shut us down.
the test. What was the test? Only old people die. Now imagine they send another COVID. We're gonna kill young people now.
Nah, a lot of young people left though.
A lot of, but not as much
Not
as
as much elderly,
because
right.
you know a lot of people, young people that left, it was because they got a weak immune. Like I lost one of my boys, but he was on that hookah all day, every day. So when he got that shit, they put steroids on him, and he was like, "We're gonna have to, put him in a coma because his lungs are not taking the medication." Nigga never woke up. Dominican Manny, H, the funny dude on TikTok. The Dominican Manny, you know Dominican
Yeah,
Manny.
because I remember.
Yeah, that was my boy. He died in DR.
Yeah, he used to live by Miami Beach, right?
Yeah.
By 79th Street.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My boy. He went to DR. He was 26, dog.
Yeah, he was young as fuck.
Nigga, but that
It's
nigga
so
was
crazy,
on
like-
hookah, loco, and babe all day. Nah, nigga didn't survive. It was sad,
You
but
to drive a
Let
Benz,
me
right?
throw my vape out, dog.
yeah.
Nah.
No.
Yeah,
I'm
but
fucking with you. I ain't throwing that shit out.
And you
When
know,
it's-
you
listen-
know you slow down because the niggas smoke a lot of hookah too.
Listen, let me
What?
tell you something. Dog.
But all I'm saying is that, like, it targeted those young people. But
Yeah,
I'm sorry to interrupt you, but that was a war.
That was a war,
Just
yeah.
to finish that. But you were saying?
When it's your time to go, dog, you gonna go. I grew
I
up in
believe that.
I grew up in the motherfucking hood, dog, and there's still crackheads that been on crack since I was fucking 6 years old. And they
100%.
still crackheads, and them motherfuckers running around.
What are they in Liberty City?
Nah, I grew up in Carroll City.
Carroll
Stop
City.
playing with a real nigga.
You know what I'm saying? That one.
Carroll City, dog. Chiefs,
I know one of
you
them
what I'm saying?
cities.
Class of 02, we in this bitch. And fuck Jackson, dog. And
Oh, hey, wait a minute, nigga. Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
School to, you know,
Wait a minute,
especially
Chico.
my year,
Say
you know
it,
what
don't
I'm
pull the
saying?
gun.
Especially my year, you know what I'm saying? We would have said a little early, a little later, would have been like, all
They
right.
said 02. Jeez.
That's my year, man. They used to
Hey, you
FJ.
know what's crazy is when I met this nigga, dog, I had played baseball. We was talking about baseball and shit. And this nigga tell me somebody he played for Jackson. I said, damn, what year you came out? He told me the year he came out. I went back in my records. I said, well, I struck out 14 that game, dog.
Yeah, but I wasn't there though. I wasn't there.
He was one of the strikeys, huh?
No,
He
he lucky I wasn't there. I was in North Carolina, Job Corps.
He
I
would
don't
have-
know about that,
he
dog.
would-
I
he
think
would
I
have
got a
a couple
picture
of
of you,
bombs,
dog. I
couple
think
of
I got a
bombs
picture
over
of you, dog.
Nah, I wasn't there, Dwight. Trust me, I would have hit a bomb off of you.
I know I struck out Bombillo, though.
And I'm not him.
Bombilla used to play baseball? Bombilla?
Yeah. And if I get on, and if you think you were gonna hit it to the outfield, think I wasn't gonna catch it, you had something that was coming into.
Nah, I was a beast, dog.
I was a
But them
beast
days
too.
long gone now.
Long gone,
Old man,
long
dog.
gone. Beautiful stories, though.
I said it multiple times, but I ain't even had to try out for the baseball team in high school because they already knew my name. They were like, "Nah, you can sit down." I'm just telling you something that it's true, facts.
We ain't gonna brag tonight. Ain't
No,
gonna
but
say
I'm
what
saying,
they
you know what I mean?
We're not
I don't think you would have struck me out that easy.
Yeah, high school calling the Mets called me and say, man, come right now. 9th grade, come.
Nah,
Mets?
I had some
The
other
Mets.
plans.
Why you didn't go?
Trust me.
I wanted to go to college. I wanted to get an education. I wanted something to fall back on.
Nigga, fuck that. You're gonna get the money.
Ya estaba en
Nah,
otra
because
vaina.
you know what? I grew up with a lot of people that's professional athletes, and I grew up with some friends that went to the pros, and some of them went to the minor leagues, and I make more money than them right now. So that whole baseball is very, very hard. You got to
That's
be
the problem.
the best in the world.
You gotta be
Basically,
really.
you
I got
gotta
some
get
guys that's
lucky.
in careers of being in the majors, single A, double A, triple A. They never made it to the show, and the money that they make there, it just wasn't enough. And
Yeah.
it's bad living conditions.
because they stay in that they have a dream that they want to make it to the show. Some of them want to be like, at least I want to be at least in one game because they've been there so long.
Right.
But you're right.
So I just wanted something to fall back on.
You're right, you're
Kind
right.
of like the same thing I teach to my kids. I teach to my girls' kids, and we try to watch movies. Like, not everybody can be an athlete. You gotta have something to fall back on in life.
That's true.
100%. I think I'm Dominican, so
ya tú sabes,
I
coño.
seen we're
Yo te veo,
Dominican.
coño.
And, you know, but we see, like, I grew up around baseball player. We play softball. I play baseball in my long time ago. We're old now, but I never had the chance to say to like a fucking league call me and be like, "Yo, come try out." And I would have been there because at the end of the day, the way I see it is, you don't know.
You don't know.
You don't know. And that is once in a lifetime. That shit will never come back. In the mentality I always had was like, fuck it. I can always be a fucking plumber. I can always be an electrician. It's always gonna be there. Can never be a fucking major league B player. You know what I'm saying? I can never go to the majors. That's just a chance that you get that you could, and it's the same thing. So that's why I told you, bro, you should have gone because you were good. They saw something in you that maybe you didn't see. And you don't know you would have been there. I'm not saying you're gonna regret it, but bro,
Yeah, you never know.
you never know.
That's a
though.
beautiful thing.
That's a beautiful, and that's something you take to the grave. Oh, they call me. They saw something that I didn't see. Maybe.
Yeah. You look back and you think about it, and some of the even the college I picked, I didn't pick it for me. I picked it for a friend of mine, but you can't have regrets. You gotta live with your decisions.
100%.
That's it.
Right.
100%.
That's for sure.
That is true. Yeah, we
But-
need that steps.
Shit,
Live with it. Keep going.
that's
They
crazy.
they definitely called me. They gave me an opportunity. I went to a tryout and I did well to tryout, but I thought about not today. I thought about 30 years from now. Where am I gonna be 30 years from now? And I thought about that in high school.
And you are where you wanted to be now. You're good.
I'm happy.
That's all that matters.
That's it.
That's all that matters, bro.
That's it.
Happiness is the key to life.
Yeah, but that shit don't got no price.
No, hell no.
They don't got no price.
And you know what's crazy is if you go and look at the world and you look at all the millionaires, they got a lot of money, but they're not happy.
Yeah, money doesn't mean happiness.
We had that conversation the other day. I don't know who we were talking to. It wasn't us. It wasn't amongst us. And that came about. You know what I'm saying? The money's it's not everything. You might have the flexibility to get whatever you desire because you got the bread. I want to go here, I want to go, but then you're not happy. It's like, why the money? You know what I'm saying? It's like, give me a little bit of money and give me happiness, then I'm fine. Just enough
Facts.
money. And
I think what he said, I get what he was saying. Like, he saw something that he could fall back to. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I think that people don't see that, in that age. They get, blind by the money. Like, that would have been me. I would have been like, fuck it. But at the same time, I could have gone. Probably I would have been one of your boys in AAA or AA. Still there, stuck.
Listen,
Making
all,
shit
all
money.
my friends that made it that I played baseball with, I do better than them now. They made a decision. They went to AAA. Some of them got called up to the pros,
Yeah.
and they played for the Washington Nationals. They played for the Detroit Tigers.
Yeah.
Now they running a fucking gym, making $30,000 a year.
Yeah.
no.
But they left school early. They ain't got shit to fall back on.
Yeah, it be like That's
It be like that.
It'd be like, it's true, it's true.
That's why, like you said, it's good to have a plan that you can fall back, do something else, and
You probably got a better chance of winning the lottery.
They're going up, of course. I mean, I think baseball is great. It's amazing.
Yeah, it's just one of the hardest sports to ever make it. To make it to the dance is the hardest.
I mean, you have to be good. Tú tienes que ser bueno, manito. Eso no es de que.
Yeah, no, but I think even like basketball, football, there's other sports that you could be good enough. Baseball, good enough. is
No.
not enough. You know what I'm saying?
En basketball, si tú eres grande,
Right. Baseball, just
But I
the
feel
fact
like you
that
need the
have-
connection though.
Just the fact that
Baseball?
you have so many brackets in baseball,
Baseball-
single A, double A, triple A, and then the dance. You know, it's so much you go
Yeah,
through. You know,
yeah.
before you get there.
pero si tú eres bueno, you go through that. You
Oh,
go
no,
through
for
that
sure.
shit
But
like
yeah,
nothing.
but it's
You
way
cut
harder.
through that
It's
shit.
for sure.
No, but that's what I'm saying. If you good, you cut
breeze
through
through that.
you,
Yeah, you
you
breeze through
cut
that.
through that shit.
Yeah.
Cause you good. If you're average with the pack, you have to put that work in to get
hard.
there.
Right.
You could be good, nigga. It's hard, nigga. My nephew was.
It's few
To
and
me,
far in
yo,
between that
great.
go from high school straight to the league.
But it's also that work
It's
ethic.
one in a million.
And no. If you kids are smart nowadays, I'll do that because like me and him was saying, it's harder. Like, excuse me, Bombilla brother, he didn't sign with the New York Mets because he wanted more bread. But he was coming out of high school getting 30, 40 band or 80 band, whatever they're trying to give him.
No, it was a lot. Well, the number I heard, I thought it was a lot more than that. It was a pretty good number. It wasn't, I think it was, what I heard was like 90.
90
Well,
bands.
Yeah, I think it was like 90.
It was
Coming out
alright,
of high
man.
school,
90s
It was
good.
like
90's
he
good.
barely did 1 year in Broward College.
But 90s
Nigga,
good.
his talent is still from high school.
So you
1 year
think
in college was nothing compared to, and he didn't sign, it was too low. His boy left straight out of high school and he signed with the Chicago White Sox. He made it to the minors. I don't know how far. He got caught up in the hood. I'll say that.
yeah,
You know.
he made it pretty far. 'Cause I know.
Matter of fact, he's family with Pete.
Right, he was. My bad, coach.
No, you
he
good.
he was able to already fly, so he was on AAA.
okay.
He got hurt. He was in the hood, running around in the hood. How nigga, don't want to leave the hood. They dropped him down to AA, and he just said hell with it. He never fought back to get back in there. You know what I'm saying?
But that's
now
different.
you went.
He
from
got comfortable
flying
too with a little bread.
to the
you know what I
buses.
mean, too, 'cause-
Pero ya that's not your talent. That's just your work ethic.
And then my nephew, I could say my nephew was raw. He wasn't focused because he got distracted with one little girlfriend or whatever.
Work ethic.
And boom, he was with the Mariner. And he was right there. He didn't move up. He was in the AA, AAA, I said, yo. He didn't move up because of Ichiro. Ichiro was playing center field. That's his position.
You should have switched.
Like, bro, he was going against a monster.
Yeah, they're not gonna bring him up if you got
So
LeBron
Ichiro
James.
retire or get hurt, bro.
You got LeBron James in that position, and then he
that
can
little
hit like a
time-
fucking.
But, bro, he was a
Yeah,
monster. Talking about this kid
as an
will come-
organization, though, if he that good,
They would have
they
moved
might
him.
say, hey,
moved him,
you
yeah.
know what, we got this asset.
But they did
We
that
don't
with
need no
Tatis.
center fielder. We need a first baseman.
That
We're
too.
gonna trade him.
But depends how, that too, I don't know.
They did
But
that
this
with
kid-
Tatis.
this
They
kid
did
will come
that.
up
They
to
did
bat.
that with Tatis. Acuérdate,
He come up
Tatis
to
was
bat
in that-
righty and he'll hit it out. Second up he'll come up to bat lefty and hit it out. He'll come back and hit it in a game 3-4 home runs.
There was
like
something.
nothing.
There was something.
A monster cannon, bro, an arm, not focused. I would say that.
But
Now
I was coming,
focus.
yo, talk to this nigga.
Work ethic, hot
And
head.
his
But what I
brother
heard,
was
it
the
was
one-
not
his
focused.
brother was the one.
And then his little younger brothers, I guess he learned, seeing his little mistake. Oh, my brother did that. I ain't doing that.
Yeah.
He went another little route and he made it. And right now he playing for the Cubs.
Well, there you go.
Signed with the Colorado Rockies. And then he went to the Dodgers. Got a nice little thing. Then they switched him to Chicago Cubs.
Yeah.
The Rockies.
Yeah, I think that was
Yeah, right. The Dodgers.
Yeah.
They went the Rockies to the Dodgers and the Cubs now. And his brother played for the Mariners.
So we didn't talk politics. We didn't talk sports.
But it's all good.
What else we gonna talk about? Let's talk some real shit.
And yes, again,
Bring
like
it
I
up, dog.
said, Stephanie
Some
Baker,
real
we
shit.
over
Yeah,
here.
for
And
sure.
Stephanie Baker, you already know. Gracias, Ávila, me trajo un par de empanaditas.
Yes, sir.
Bring it up, Dwight, huh?
Nah, you bring it up. Dog. I can
Oh,
go
yeah,
whatever
yeah.
flow you got, dog.
No, I'm just saying you telling me to bring it up. I'm just trying to see. So the transition, man. You know what I'm saying? I know we got a little time to the left on the air. The transition, how you see it coming along, man. You know, what are your goals now coming into 2026?
Oof.
You know, what you got? What you got? Arm reach. What you
Arm
got in
reach.
arm
You know
reach?
what's funny is I never put nothing in arm reach. I always reach for the stars and see what happens.
Hey,
Right?
Nice.
shoot for the star. Bah,
Shoot
man,
for the
come here.
stars and see what happens. And
Right.
2025 was probably my worst year in my life. I went through divorce, married 17 years,
Damn.
and to start over from scratch is it's difficult.
Yeah.
But what I learned is God don't give you nothing you can't deal with. Right?
Facts.
Amen to that. You right.
Everything He put me through prepared me for what He has for me, and the doors that He's opened. Some of the opportunities that He's put out in front of me. I got a big move coming. I got a lot of changes coming, and those wouldn't have happened without God. And you know, it's something I sat down with my girl. We prayed about,
Yeah.
and stuff that I never thought would happen for me. When I prayed about it, and I made a very specific prayer. I said, whatever you got for me, if it's for me, make it easy. If it's not easy, close every door. And within a day or two, everything just started opening up. Everything was just coming right away, coming right away.
Let me ask you a question before you move. Why the easy and not the hard?
For me,
Yeah.
or in life.
No. You asked for the easy stuff and not the hard stuff. You said.
No, no. I'm gonna let him answer because that's not what he meant. But
Okay,
I'm gonna-
no. That's what I'm asking.
I think what I went through over, you know, the last year, maybe 2 years prior to that, I already went through the hard. I think He put me through the test.
Okay.
So when I prayed for better days. I don't think nobody sits down and pray and say, God, put me through anything worse than what you've already done.
Absolutely.
So I prayed for better days. And I've always been a resilient person. I've always been a humble person. And the test He put me through was a true test where most people would have broke them. And all it did was make me stronger. And also, I prayed for somebody different, and God put that person in my life. And we were talking about it today, some of the things that the woman that I'm with now and the way she is. I was married for 17 years, and this person, I've never seen a woman and I'm 42 years old, and I've been with a lot of women. And I've seen her do stuff I've never seen out of a woman. So I think He said, you know what? You've been through enough. And I was talking to Pete right outside. I grew up Christian. I may have strayed off, I may have fell off the wagon, but I've always had my Christian faith. And there's a story, there's a guy in the book, Job. The devil went to Job and said, the devil went to God about Job and said, you can do anything you want to do to him.
I know this.
Don't kill him, and don't take his wife. Job was a rich man, and he took everything from him. The only thing that the devil left was his wife, and said, man, how the hell you gonna keep believing in God and all this is happening to you? Yeah. And he kept his faith. And when God finally saw that he kept his faith, everything that he lost, He gave back to him 10 times.
Yeah.
So I believe that He's put me through the test, and the blessings that He's bringing is something special that's gonna happen in my life.
Amen to that.
Amen to that, yeah.
I'm a add a little bit to that, man, because like you guys know already, and Dwight today when he pulled up, I stated, you know, all the little turmoils I've been through. My New Year's was, you know, the countdown was in the hospital. You know, my old boy like 20 something miles away from my daughter's hospital, so I'm running up and down. But needless to say, last night, I don't know if it was in dreams, I don't know if it was half wake, half sleep, I don't know what it was. But I was already to the point that I was asking God, like, guide me and tell me what direction I need to take. Because I know what I want. It just seems so hard to go after it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, I got my youngest boy at home. He's like really into the church, right? So before we even we got into this trouble, I told my wife, we need to find a new church. You know, we're just in conversation. Mm-hmm. So to make the story a little bit shorter, last night, again, half sleep, half woke, I don't know what it was. And he told me, I got you. He told me, I got you. So it's like, it's beautiful to hear my brother Dwight here talking the way he's talking.
Yeah.
Right? Because not that it's not expected from him, but I know what he's been through. So for him to even look at it like that is a testament of God telling me, bro, I told you last night, I got you. You know what I'm saying? He's like, I'm sending you little messages here and there from, this is my brother. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So it's like from Dwight talking like that, which is beautiful.
Yeah.
But I know what I want. I know what I'm asking for, and I know what he's sending me. You know what I'm saying? So
Yeah,
it's
amen
crazy,
to
man.
that, yeah.
That's
And
crazy.
and you know what's funny is I believe that everything that he's put me through in Venezuela, I was wild. I was wild, wild, wild. And to be able to sit here and talk about some of my experience, I believe God put me through that to give a testimony to change somebody else's life.
I'm telling you.
And what I will say is, man, I've been in situations in life that I should have failed. I probably should have been in jail or maybe even dead. But he's pulled me out of each one of those situations with no harm, no consequences.
There's a plan. There's a
There's
plan.
a plan.
There's a
And
plan behind that.
now is that time to live that plan and tell people my story.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Beautiful.
That's inspiring. It's something that a lot of people from the hood can't say that. We know a lot of people that are still stuck in their ways. They're still, you saw the bigger picture. You said, I need to go through that door. And then that door took you to the next door. Because people, we all grew up in the hood. We all came from, you said something funny earlier. You said,
Carroll City, dog.
Yeah.
There ain't nothing funny about Carroll City, boy.
what you said? I didn't even graduate high school.
No, I was just joking.
Yeah.
But I'll tell
I'm not as dumb as I look.
No,
But it was just good timing.
But
yeah.
I'll go to that. That doesn't mean shit.
Right.
Because I didn't graduate high school. I dropped out. I went to school in DR, and then when I came here, I couldn't go to school because I didn't have the credit. Here they have a credit system, whatever the fuck. So I was like, fuck. And I didn't do it. I said, fuck it. So, and I'll tell you my story in the air now for every people to know. I worked at Chase. I worked at Wells without a degree, without a high school diploma. I became a manager. I own a business. I busted my ass. And just recently, I just got my GED online.
Amen to that.
You see what I'm saying? But I did all that shit. But because I had the vision, said, fuck it. Fake it till you make it. I'm going to go through that door. And that door opened another door. And that next door opened that next door. And and I'll tell you something that you said, and why I'm saying this. You said you went through your tough time now. You want your flowers because you went through it. Guy's saying you get your flowers because you went through the struggle, right? But everybody's process is different, right? For you and for me, maybe you have a escalator, electric escalator. I don't. I have to go, so my blessings are going to come eventually, but I can't get desperate. I have to do the work, be consistent, and say, you know what, this is where I'm going. And that's why you were successful, because you were patient. You did what you had to do, and you were able to get out of those problems. And you say, well, God took me out of this problem. But not only God, because there's a saying in Spanish to say, ayúdate que yo te ayudaré.
Right.
Meaning you got to help yourself so he can help you. So you did your work so he was able to say, okay,
I got you now.
I got you now. So give credit to yourself too. I'm not saying God doesn't get the credit, but you have to, I will say, give a pat in the back because you did the work, the hardest part.
So what I'll say for this is sometimes we have a blessing and we don't even know it.
Amen to that.
You might think that he's got more to come, but you got a restaurant, you got a beautiful wife, you got things, and you thinking that there's more to come, but he might say, you know what? I already sent a life raft for you. Work with that.
Yeah.
I gave you what I'm gonna give you, and make that
Maintain it.
expand.
Maintain
Maintain it and make it expand.
Yeah.
That's true.
I didn't think about it like that, but
I disagree with that.
there's always room for more.
It's always room for more, and you know what? He gives us the choice of doing our own things, but sometimes he might say, you know what? This is for you. This is for you, and this is what I got for you, and you got to make it work.
No. I get what you're saying, but I think I'm not Christian. I don't believe in religion, but I believe in God 100%. And I think that if the God is the God that I believe that is almighty and he wants to give us all, I think that it's up to us how far we get to where we need to get, because we have the potential to become or get whatever it is that we need to get. For example, I'm not going to, if I say, okay, let's say I'm blessed, thank God for everything I got, whatever, and I sit on that chair every day and say, you know what, I'm content. then that's what's gonna be. But if I don't put the legwork to say, fuck it, I need another one, and I want another one,
No,
I'm not saying you're saying that, but I don't think God is gonna say, you cannot have another one because this is what I gave you.
No, of course.
You see what I'm
of
saying?
course.
So that's when you gotta go. When you at home, you alone. Forget your wife, forget your kids, forget everything, and you gotta have that relationship. God, what do you want from me? And you gotta say, do you want me to have another restaurant? Can I really handle that? Is this something you really, really want from me?
Yeah.
And when you pray about
that
it,
relationship.
and he might not answer you tonight, he might not answer you tomorrow, but 6 months from now, he might say, you know what?
He'll make it easy for you to open the next one.
Yeah.
But you gonna be sitting around and be like,
What's
man,
going
somebody
on?
just dropped me 80,000. They saw something in me. You're gonna have a conversation with somebody. You're gonna meet somebody that say, you know what? I want to invest in you. And you ain't gonna know where it came from. And you ain't gonna think about it. You're gonna think it's a
Too later,
coincidence.
yeah.
You're gonna think it's a coincidence. But it's really his plan.
But we're saying the same thing.
We're saying the same thing.
Because what I'm trying to tell you is, for example, obviously we haven't gotten the story how I did this, but this was easy as hell. And I agree with you because it was meant to happen. Me and Stephanie and I, we have a saying. It says, you gave it to us, you take it away.
Amen.
Right.
That's it.
Don't ever forget that either.
No, I don't. And it's our saying. You gave it to us. Whenever you're ready to tell me to close that door, I close that door. Because you have a plan. But the way this came about is exactly what you're saying. Because it got to the point, at one point, that I didn't have money to open this restaurant. I needed 30 bands, my bro. 30 to open. And I was 2 months away from opening. And I needed 30 just to finish some shit. I have a bunch of shit that I had to take care of. 30 bands.
30 bands.
My G, out of nowhere,
30 bands.
15 came. 2 weeks later, another 15. Dude, it was crazy. But I did my work. I put my time in.
Somebody saying
No.
but
What
he
I'm
just
saying,
saying,
what
right,
I'm trying to
yeah,
say
yeah.
is,
it's gonna be like that.
it's he gave it to me, but at the time I doubted myself. I was like, damn, am I forcing this thing? Am I doing something God doesn't want me to do? Or, you know what I'm saying? Because I am doing the work. I am busting my ass. I'm all this type of thing. And then all of a sudden, a door just opened, said,
So I'm gonna show you something that I really believe in. I'm not just talking.
no. We're agreeing to the same
No,
thing.
no, no.
It's just,
This is a conversation for me and my girl. She sent a text. We moving, and she's got a degree and she's very successful. She can't get a job right now. She says, sad news, but I know God has better plans for me.
yeah.
You know what I told her? What did I tell her? You can read it.
He said, don't worry, what's for you is for you. I got us until then. I'm going to do whatever we need to do. Keep us steady.
God got me. And before I made this move, it's a big move.
Yeah.
It's a big decision. Before I made it, I prayed to God. He said, this is where you need to go. I didn't pick that place by random.
Right,
He told
right,
me,
right.
this is where you need
You
to
ain't even
go.
pick that girl either. You've been.
You know what's
was-
crazy is I actually met her 2 years ago.
But that's what I'm saying. And you was God had it there for you.
Going
man.
through problems with my wife, I met the girl 2 years ago. I told her straight up, this is what we going through. We talked for about 2 months. She said, I ain't ready to deal with that. Divorce got filed. 3 days later, my phone rings. She said, I've been praying to God for a man like you. I've been praying to God for the right man.
Right.
He told me to call you.
Wow.
Dang. Amen.
Scary.
Dang.
That's scary.
Dang.
He-
Amen,
he-
though. Hallelujah.
So I've been praying to God,
Jesus.
and we've been great ever since.
Bro, be like that, bro.
God led me right back to you.
That's awesome. Amen.
Wow.
to that.
And I'm telling you, and to add to that, the history, the trial and tribulations, everything you've been through, for God to make you ready for what she needs and for what both of y'all needs is a beautiful thing, man. The timing was epic. You know what I'm
Yeah, 'cause
saying? The
that's
timing
timing,
is,
dog. It's
is
perfect.
beautiful, man. When you told me the whole story and whatever you was telling me, I was happy for you, genuinely. You know what I'm saying? From the bottom of my heart, because it's like, right, I see who you are I don't know you. Well, I know you for a lot of years, but we lost that bond. Then it came back, and then just to see you go through that trial and tribulation for that short period of time, and then you snap out of it so quick. It can't be you. You know what I'm saying? That's God. Because ain't no way. Ain't no way we snap out of something that quick. You know what I'm saying? God.
The way he
He's
is explaining
amazing.
now, I see.
Yeah. It's a beautiful thing. Man.
You
prayer
see,
that he
my
did, the
head
prayer
on
he made.
tight, boy. He know I was.
Yeah, then the prayer he made.
Yeah, word.
Nah, but
He's
he's right.
That's a testament, bro. That right there, I'm telling you, man. You could go far with that.
Yeah.
Wanna take a break?
Yeah.
Wanna take a break?
For sure.
No, we
Ya tú sabes, un break.
Un break, vamos
Dice,
por ahí, y lo
"Bueno,
cerramos
coño,
bien, y lo
my
cerramos
huevo,
bien".
coño.
venimos para atrás, pay some bills right quick. You know, shout out to
have
A&A
like
Mini Market. You know what I mean? Like we said, we live on Stephanie Vegan Bakery right here in Fort Lauderdale.
Instagram,
You know what I
Facebook,
mean?
all of that. Trust me, you
Check
will
it
not
out.
hesitate.
Palos, dale manito.
Yo, and we back. Little commercial break, man.
Tú
you know?
sabes, esta vaina está muy interesting. El topic de, lo que ha pasado en Venezuela, pero ya saben la audiencia lo que estaban hablando.
Yes,
about it.
it's like we spoke about last episode, what we wishing and what we would want to see in the upcoming years. I said peace, you know what I'm saying? And,
Peace, me
and I know everybody will like that.
Yeah.
So our prayers go out to Venezuela and
Yes,
everybody
sir.
that's involved in that, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Felicidades para aquellos que están felices
Felicidades.
y que disfruten y ojalá que todo lo que ustedes quieran que pase en Venezuela, que pase y ustedes sean un país libre. So, amén.
Sí, mimito.
Nos
Ya tú
vemos,
sabes, mi
entonces.
gente, 4 golpes, we out of here. 4 golpes talk show.
Dale. Next.